Alright. Yeah. I set up a little thing down here so I don't have to bend my arm awkwardly to use my mouse. Hopefully that works. I swear, this thing gets bumped every freaking time. It's infuriating. Alright. I'm jumping. As much as I would love to just sit here and listen to fucking Gate of Steiner, I figure I'm gonna actually play the game. Oh, right, I have a million messages from fucking Shining Finger. The dawn of a new day. And the dawn of 700 messages. Moika here. Are you a student, Okabe-kun? Are you on summer break? Moika. Are you a day person or a night person? If you'd rather I email you around a certain time, let me know. I want you to reply as soon as you can, but I don't want to be a bother, so let me know, okay? Moika. By the way, I don't like talking on the phone, so please don't call me. Bye-bye, Moika. I just remembered I didn't tell you my phone number. That's okay. I'm a lot more comfortable communicating by email anyway. What about you, Okabe-kun? Moika. Are you still asleep? Rise and shine! Have you talked to the super hacker yet? Oh, I'd also like to hear more about John What's-His-Face. I'm super curious. Moika. I'm nocturnal, so I usually don't go to bed until the sun comes up. It's not so bad once you get used to it. Mail me when you wake up, okay? Moika. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. This one is actually true. Don't ask how I know that, but it's true. Actually, it's already noon. We didn't sleep at all. Sleep deprivation makes the summer sun seem all the brighter. I really don't want to go outside, but I'm fed up with the humidity inside the lab. I chug a bottle of Dr. P. My stomach protests. Maybe I drank too fast. I'm exhausted. My hands are shaking slightly, and my vision is cloudy. I could pass out if I'm not careful. Maybe I should take a shower. That should stave off exhaustion, if only temporarily. This building has a basic shower room. There's no bath, but it's enough. The lab would be hell without it. Daru is at his computer, his back turned toward me. His right leg is bouncing impatiently. The room is mostly silent, save for the electric fans humming and Daru's mouse clicks. Daru doesn't look my way, and he doesn't try to start a conversation. Neither do I. I don't have the energy. Outside is a sunny summer afternoon, but inside the air is stale and empty of life. Yesterday, that shocking experiment convinced me that the phone wave named Subject Change was also a time machine. But Kurisu didn't seem willing to accept the results. She just started screaming. Then she took a mad dash out of the lab. It was like she couldn't get out of here fast enough. As for Mayuri, she was depressed about her chicken and bananas, so we skipped out her daily costume she skipped her daily costume sewing and went home. Grudges over food run deep, I guess. Which leaves the lab empty, save for Daru and me. Our enthusiasm shot through the roof when we realized the phone wave named Subject Change had tremendous hidden potential. We nearly died of excitement after successfully sending an email to the past. So we stayed up all night doing experiments to confirm whether or not the phone wave named Subject Change is indeed a time machine. The results, however... We went to the supermarket and stocked up on a wide variety of items. We tossed each of them into the phone wave named Subject Change, but everything failed. No change. Nothing happened. After the experiment where the discharge phenomenon occurred, everything warmed up normally. No jellification. Suddenly, we couldn't get anything to happen. We still have no idea why. First, let's review the problems revealed by this last run of experiments. Problem 1. Electrical discharge safety precautions. We removed everything flammable from the development room to reduce the risk of fire. We also prepared 2 fire buckets full of water, just in case. Smart. But that's not a fundamental solution. We'll keep an eye out from now on, but if things get dangerous, we should seriously consider relocating our experiments. Problem 2. Mass increase. When the discharge phenomenon occurs, the phone wave, named subject to change, suddenly gains mass for unknown reasons. Because of this, the microwave broke the table and made a dent in the floor. To deal with the issue, we placed the microwave on the floor. We spread cushions and blankets underneath. This hides the hole in the floor, too. It's only a temporary fix, though. If we make any more holes, Mr. Braun is quite capable of raising my rent. And that's to say nothing of the calamity it will cause if it falls through the floor. Anyway, we need to find the source of the mass increase, if amateurs like us even can, that is. But the first 2 problems pale before the third. This last problem is critical. Until we solve it, we can't even really experiment with the phone wave named subject to change. Problem 3. We're not even sure of the necessary conditions to send email to the past. No matter how many times we tried, we couldn't pin down a single condition. We spent the entire night doing trial and error. We tried over 40 different things, but not once could we reproduce the discharge phenomenon. I had the idea that opening the microwave door was the key. That theory was proven false. There might be something else I'm missing, but for now, we're at an impasse. We started off in high spirits, but grew more and more frustrated as time progressed, which brings us to the present. Honestly, I gave up. That's why I spent the entire morning lazing about like this. That's so fucking weird. My phone rang at the exact same time. Who? Oh, I see. One moment. That was fucking weird. Alright. That was weird. Wasn't that weird. My grandpa's trying to get a hold of my mom. Anyways. Shining Finger! Leave me alone! Fuck. I haven't gotten a reply yet. Are you still asleep? You sleep too much, Okabe-kun. You're living like an old man. Well, I guess I'm not one to talk, Lamau. Anyway, let me know when you have something on the IBN 5100. Pretty please, Moeka. Jesus Christ, Shining Finger. Calm down. I've been getting way too many of these since yesterday. They're all from Shining Finger, the woman called Kiryu Moeka. I've never used email this often before. Even Mayuri only sends me 1 or 2 a day, and she's a teenage girl. Frankly, this is starting to get on my nerves. I saw how fast Shining Finger typed. That should have been enough to tip me off that she was a male demon. I was careless. It's too much of a pain to reply, so I ignore it. I finish off my bottle of Dr. P. My stomach gurgles. I haven't eaten anything since yesterday. I'm so hungry I don't even feel like showering. I call out to Daru, who's hammering away on the keyboard.
なあ、サンボに牛丼でも食いに行かないか。
めんどい。
One moment, Daru. Mayushi's spending money is getting dangerously low. You and Daru need to chip in too sometimes. You don't want to get between me and my food. She's probably not wrong. Don't get angry. Next time I'll treat you to anything you want to eat. So keep buying more bananas for the sake of our experiments. You eat too much anyway. Go on a diet before it's too late. How dare you even consider saying such a thing? Keep buying more bananas for our experiments. Amazing.
腹は減ってないのか？
減ったけどさ。
煮え切らない男め。
What is he doing on the computer anyway? I'm curious, so I casually peek over his shoulder. Rookie mistake. Oh, never mind. It's something normal. There's an image of a futuristic-looking facility I've never seen before. Richly colored cords crawl through a gigantic octagonal tunnel, like the interior of a spaceship from a sci-fi movie. Based on the height of the people in the picture, the tunnel looks to be more than 10 meters tall. Oh, that's a person. This right here. It's so weird being able to point with my mouse. Normally I have to I can't do anything. I can't point because I'm normally on like a PlayStation or the Switch or something. No, I can point. I can be like, hey, look at this guy. That's a human being. Incidentally, the people don't look Japanese. Daru sighs heartily. I don't know if the blank look in his eyes is from sleepiness, exhaustion, or if something's just wrong with him. Probably a combination of things.
にはマジ癒されるよな。
貴様、今何と言った？
Large hard-on coriander? No. Is that an incantation? No. A secret technique?
ラージハドロンコライダー。知らんの？
I grab Daru's relaxed shoulders and wring them out.
いててててて、何すんだよ。
寝ぼけているのか？
寝ぼけてないよ。
そのラージハドロンコライダーとは何なんだ？
セルンだよ。セルン。その施設の実験装置。略称は LHC。マジ燃えるからおぬぬめ。
萌え。あ、yes.
お前、人でないものにも性欲を。
The most moe of particle accelerators.
ねえよ。でもなんつうの？見ててワクワクするっつうの？ニヤニヤできるっつうの？そんな感じってあるやん。
そういえば少し前は工場や高速道路の高架下がたまらないとか言っていたな。
Factories in the undersides of highways.
そうそう、あれと一緒。
節操がなさすぎる。
2D, 3D, and even inanimate objects.
ジャンル分けして自分で興味の対象を狭める方がもったいなくね？
I mean, listen, there's something to be said about a man who knows what he likes, alright? And yet, you'll do anything to avoid things that don't interest you. Hypocrite. How was that?
セルンか。
I don't know if that lines up. That name. I've seen it somewhere and recently. Where was it again? Oh, of course. Hello. Welcome to... I can't see you, but I can hear you. You can just come in. I see. You're outside the door. It's open. You can just walk in. I know it looks closed, but you just press against it. You just walk right in. Oh, or just stand outside and meow. That works too, I guess.
ジョン・タイター。
ああ、ジョン・タイター。オカリンが言ってたのって今アットチェンで祭りになってるやつのことだったんだな。
それは偽物である可能性もある。俺が言っているジョン・タイターは10年前に現れた方だ。
10年前にも現れたん？同一人物？
I had hope that Daru would remember, but no such luck.
とにかくジョン・タイターがセルンのことについて触れていた。
I don't remember all of it, but there's one thing I'm sure of.
タイターはこんな予言を残した。すなわち2034年までにセルンがタイムマシンを完成させると。
Not exactly comfortable. Yes, hello. Welcome.
おお、タイムマシン。まさにタイムリーな話題じゃん。でもそれって10年前じゃなくて今のタイターも言ってた気がす。
10年前だろうが今だろうがどちらでもいい。それより気にならないか、ダル。この奇妙な符号はシュタインズゲートの選択である可能性が高い。
タイターって信頼できるん？
信頼できるかできないかはどうでもいいのだ。俺たちと奴は今タイムマシンというキーワードでつながっている。そのタイターが言及したセルンについて念のために調べたとしても損にはならないはず。
Vigor returns to my body. Curiosity truly is the greatest delicacy for a mad scientist like me. Anyway, the phone wave, name subject to change, experiment is at a dead end for now. So it shouldn't matter if I make a little detour for this.
ダル、セルンについて詳しく。
オッケー。僕のセルンフォルダが火を吹くぜ。
Daru strikes his keys with renewed passion. Oh wow. He goes to the My Pictures folder and opens a folder literally called CERN.
セルンは世界最大の素粒子物理学の研究施設だよ。ヨーロッパ素粒子物理学研究所だとか欧州素粒子原子核研究機構みたいな通称で呼ばれることもある。スイスとフランスの国境近くジュネーブ郊外にあってさ、古いところだと HTML や HTTP ワールドワイドウェブを生み出したところってんで有名。
ワールドワイドウェブだと？それってインターネットの？
ビンゴ！ URL の最初についてるやつ。
CERN invented that? All I know about CERN is what I read in Teeter's book. I never knew they were that amazing.
日本じゃそんなに馴染みはないけど、日本の研究チームも現在進行形で参加してたりするのだぜ。
セルンはどんな研究を？
基本的には素粒子物理学かな。世界でも唯一セルンしか持ってない超でかい実験装置を持ってるんだ。いわゆる粒子加速器ってやつ。低速汎用子蓄積リング、陽子シンクロトロンブースター、大型電子陽電子コライダーで、ラスボスは世界最大を誇る LHC ラージハドロンコライダータン。
Otaku possess the ability to anthropomorphize in moe form just about anything in the world simply by sticking ton on the end of its name. Daru's powers encompass even particle accelerators. Daru doesn't seem to notice my shock. He just brings up the next image. Hello! Join me, won't you? There you go. You can just come up here. You don't have to ask permission every time. It's okay.
LHC はセルンの地下にある全長約27キロのサークル状トンネルに設置された粒子加速器なんだよ。陽子同士をそのトンネルで加速させて衝突させることで未知の素粒子反応を起こそうって実験を去年あたりから始めてる。 まあ実験開始前はその実験でミニブラックホールが作られちゃうかもって噂もあったな。そのミニブラックホールに地球が飲み込まれる、宇宙がやばいみたいな。
Mini black holes. I'm pretty sure Teeter said his time machine used mini black holes. This cat is gonna rip the headphones right off my ears. It's... Watch yourself, okay? Be careful, please. Are the things he said about CERN true?
現実にそうなる可能性は
あるわねえよ。セルンが公式に否定してる。もし仮にミニブラックホールが生成されたとしても、エネルギー量はすごく小さいから生まれた瞬間に消えるね。地球を飲み込むなんて全然無理っしょ。
だが火のないところに煙は立たない。
If I remember correctly, Teeter claimed that CERN began time machine research in 2001. In 2034, they complete the time machine. Right now, it's 2010. If they actually started that research, it would have been 9 years ago. According to their official announcements, they only began experimenting in 2008. That's suspicious. Of course, that's assuming Teeter's theory is true. Some of Teeter's predictions were on the mark, but most weren't. I'm also perplexed by how everyone around me seems to have forgotten about Teeter's 2000 appearance. There's something important in Teeter's tale. Or at least, I want there to be. I take out my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ聞いて驚くな。悪の陰謀の匂いを嗅ぎつけた。ジョン・タイターとセル。その2つの言葉から俺が言いたいことは分かってもらえるはずだ。ああ、そうだ。奴らは機関とつながりがある可能性が高い。偶然だと？おいおい、あまり俺を失望させるなよ。何？根拠だと？そうだな。あえて言えばささやくのだよ。俺のマッドサイエンティストとしての直感がな。奴らは世界を滅ぼそうとしている。ああ、ミニブラックホールによってだ。だがもしもその技術を俺たちが横取りすることができたらどうかな。当然だ。俺を誰だと思っている。すべてはシュタインズゲートの選択だよ。エル・プサイ・コングル。
I put away my phone, then turned to find Daru giving me an exasperated look.
お前は一体誰と戦っているんだ？
ダルよ。俺たちのやるべきことは一つだ。
But Daru, you don't get to judge. You don't get to judge. You don't have that right anymore.
なんぞ。
なんぞではない。引き返すな。そこは全てを組んでにやりと笑うのだ。でないとスーパーハカーらしくないだろうが。
I wanted him to say something like, well, why the hell not? So what's in it for me? And then we'd continue like this, grinning slyly the whole time. Me, a week's worth of potato chips. Daru, 10 days. You sure are a glutton. The dive makes you a hungry man. Deal gets started. You got it, boss. Why? Why did he think that would happen? Or something like that. Yep, a real cool conversation. Just hearing that from Ogreen makes me happy. Ow, my Yeri! You pierce my heart even with your mails. But the real world Daru just purses his lips.
オカリンはいつも説明不足なんだっつーの。かっこつけるより先に分かるように話してくれ。
Work with me here.
お前はスーパーハッカーだ。
ハカーって言うな。せめてハッカーにして。
あとはわかるな。
いや全然。
セルンにハッキングしろ。
Daru stares at me in disbelief.
それはひょっとしてギャグで言っているのか？
誰？お前ならできる。奴らの悪事を暴き、タイムマシンについてのヒントを手に入れろ。
悪事ってオカリンの妄想だろう。
電話レンジカッコ仮をタイムマシンとして使えるようにするか、このままただの打作としてラボの倉庫で眠らせることになるか、今が分岐点だ。
マジで言ってんの？
俺はいつでもマジである。
I look Daru straight in the eye as I answer. Looks like that made him understand my position. Daru sweeps the garbage off his desk and sits up straight.
どうなっても知らないぜ。
Suddenly, Daru is bursting with energy. It's like his earlier lethargy was a lie.
交渉成立だ。すぐ取り掛かってくれ。
うは、みなぎってきた。
報酬のポテチ1週間分はスイスの銀行に振り込んでおく。
Swiss Daru doesn't respond. He's already deep in conversation. Concentration.
俺は寝る。
That's a completely
あと
different
は
word.
任せた。
I lie down on the sofa and let the clacking of Daru's keyboard lull me to sleep. I wake up to the twilight sun streaming in through the window. Mail, Ferris! Kyoma, when operating in the mundane world, you're supposed to be discreet, nya? You don't want them to notice you. Remember, the summoning has taken 2,000 years to prepare. If it fails, everything will be ruined. Although I suppose that might make things interesting. Oh my god, the mundane world. Akiba, part of the mundane world? Nonsense. This town has belonged to chaos for centuries, as it shall forevermore. Discreet. Are you suggesting that I, the great Hoin Kyoma, run and hide? You risk my ire, cat girl. Is the church still devoted to that fool's errand? Even if they manage to resurrect their messiah, humanity's faith is less than 17% of what it was in his time. Mankind doesn't need decrepit old gods to save. I can't scroll. Why can't I scroll? I can't scroll. I was getting into that one. Why can't I scroll down? Damn it. What are you scheming? I like this one. I wish I could read the whole thing. Let me scroll. Here, maybe if I send it, I can read it in the sent folder. Oh, no. Yeah, I sure can't. That's so weird. Decrepit old gods to save them. Okay. Devoted to that fool's errand. A refreshing breeze blows in, softly brushing my cheek. Daru's exactly where I left him before I fell asleep. He's sitting in exactly the same position. Not much has changed besides his typing speed. Oh, and now he's muttering to himself. I guess he hasn't had any success at hacking yet. I look around the room, but I can't find Mayuri. Maybe she's not coming today. I guess food-related grudges really do run deep. I stand up and stretch. I don't want to bother Daru, so I don't say anything to him. I take a cold Dr. P out of the fridge and quench my thirst. It's no Dr. P, but it's not bad. Then I throw myself back down onto the sofa and start browsing @channel on my phone. And what perfect timing! Teeter is currently posting in the thread. Alright, dude, these are so fun to read. Like, there was a lot of this sort of thing in the Chaos games, but like, I don't know. This is a lot more fun. Those ones got really dark and depressing. Although there's some pretty fucked up shit here too. The Everett Wheeler model is correct. Please look it up to learn more. It seems you're all still clinging to preconceived notions of time. Time does not simply run from past to future like a car on a one-way street. To be more specific, the laws of causality do not allow contradictions to occur. If the result of an event, the effect, is changed, the event itself, the cause, also changes to prevent a paradox. That's why there are so few people who can observe changes in divergence. Divergence being the world line's percent difference from the standard. Die Troll, you claim to be a time traveler without any proof. Stock trends, please. I'm counting on you, Mr. Time Traveler. If you can't observe changes in divergence, then how can you possibly measure it? Oh, I know, your time machine has a magical device that measures it for you, lol. Oh, and you still haven't explained how a research institution conquers the world. Details, Plox. God damn it. Oh my lord, she really is somehow just the most degenerate poster on this fucking website. Oh no, humanity is doomed. What has science done? .jpg. Lol, noobs responding seriously to troll thread. This Teeter guy's a shitty troll. Holy Kyoma. Don't you people have anything to offer besides insults? How about contributing to the discussion, plebeian scum? If you assume that time doesn't flow in a straight line, then the idea of time travel is much easier to swallow. In such a scenario, a time machine traveling to the past doesn't need to fight against the flow of time. I say Teeter's points have merit. By the way, Teeter, I'd like to know more about CERN. What can you tell us about their current activities? Tell me which horse wins the next Emperor's Cup. I'll bet my entire life savings. Everett Wheel model equals many worlds interpretation. Basically, that means parallel worlds. What's with all the stupid name tags? This Hoen Kyoma is more annoying than Teeter. You call yourself John Teeter, but you're fluent in Japanese. Writing in English would at least make it seem more realistic. You can't do English, can you? Can I ask a favor, Teeter-san? My mom died last year in the Shibuya earthquake. If I stop my mom from leaving home, then I can undo her death. So please, lend me your time machine. Oh. You're gonna believe this time traveler? Lol, without proof? Are you an idiot? I think you know the answer to that. No one seems particularly interested in what I said about time not flowing in a single direction. That's proof that your preconceptions are deeply ingrained. Honestly, it bothers me that you simply accept it as the truth. I'm starting to understand why CERN was able to take over so easily. Whenever a major event causes divergence to change, the timeline is reconstructed to prevent paradoxes from occurring. For example, let's say that a major event causes this world line to diverge into a new world line. Call it World Line B. On World Line B, I'm afraid to say @channel never existed. As the timeline is reconstructed, all of your memories of reading and posting on @channel will disappear, to be replaced by memories of you doing something else. In other words, by changing the present, you change the past. I wrote about CERN yesterday. The other thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They have already succeeded at creating micro black holes. Hoen Kyoma, in response to Kuri Gohan, I desire only to quench my intellectual thirst. Unlike you closed-minded fools, I will reserve judgment until I've heard what Teeter has to say. And then I will make contact with Teeter and acquire his time machine for myself. The great mad scientist Hoen Kyoma will have the last laugh. Suck it, sleazebags! Tell me stock prices are fucking died. I won't believe it until you tell me. That's not reconstructing the world, you idiot. That's altering people's memories. Who the hell can alter the memories of nearly 6.7 billion people? Do you even realize how stupid that sounds? I think I would have noticed if someone went and screwed with my brain. And what does any of that have to do with the many worlds interpretation? Do some research, lol. Micro black holes, lol. Oh my god. Dude, the Kuri Gohan poster's so hard to read. But so fun. Hello, welcome to the gate of Steins. Wait, the future's a wasteland. That means I can be a road warrior and ride a mod buggy, right? I mean, I'm gonna go get me a mohawk. Anyone know where I can buy spiked shoulder pads? Oh my lord. I checked CERN's homepage. It says they've been experimenting since 2009. Can they really make black holes? Oh no. What happened? Just long day? Fair enough. I stayed up way too late last night creating something really dumb. So I'm also a bit tired, but that's why I'm supposed to go to sleep, but then I just get into something. Care to show? It's I mean, it's a video, so it's on my YouTube. I put it on my YouTube. It's really dumb. I kind of love it though. It's I restarted Persona 5 lately. And I can't get over it. Anyways, yeah, it's so dumb. I already forgot where I was. I see. I checked CERN's homepage. It says they've been experimenting since 2009. Can they really make black holes? What the hell's gonna happen? Something. Does Teeter have a mohawk? God, that'd be fucking moe. Are you implying our brains make the world? Are you saying the universe is a giant tree and we're the branches or something? That's some Ava level bullshit right there. Go back to 2036. John Teeter, is this how you reply to a specific person? Thank you for showing me. Reconstruction of the timeline and alteration of people's memories. I think they're essentially the same thing. Why are you so intent on saying they're different? With a few exceptions, nobody can keep their memories across world lines. They are reconstructed along with everything else when the divergence changes. What's a road warrior? Eventually reference. I still need to watch that. I still have not gotten around to that. It's like, that one is at the top of my fucking list. I still have not gotten around to watching it. I'm immersed in a heated argument when an unfamiliar voice interrupts me. Yeah, I've heard it's like incredible. The door opens and a girl peeks inside. I recognize her. It's the girl I met yesterday at the Braun Tube workshop. When our eyes meet, she smiles. Daru's typing gets even faster. Looks like he's in the zone. It would be a bad idea to disturb him with our voices. I mean, if you're tired, you're tired. Like, no shame in that. I nod to the girl and hurry outside. What was this girl's name again? I think it was something like Aruma or Amore. It's not Suzuha! Like that. Oh, right, Amane Suzuha.
今、我が相棒である天才が重要なミッションを遂行中なのだ。邪魔をしたくない。
You're very welcome.
君たちって何してる人？
前も言ったはずだ。俺たちの秘密に踏み込めば貴様も危険に巻き込まれる可能性があると。
未来ガジェット研究所って言うんだよね。
なぜ知っている？俺は説明した覚えはないぞ。まさか貴様機関のスパイ
？Raise my guard and spring into praying mantis stance. I fucking love this guy. But Suzuha just stares blankly.
下の ポストにそう書いてあった。
It's fair.
そうか。
One of my favorite gags is when he's like, I am the mad scientist, ho in, and Mr. Braun's like, I'm gonna raise your rent. He's like, Okabe renitoro desu. I lower my guard. Why didn't she just say so?
知られたからにはしょうがない。簡単に説明しておこう。ただし、これは他言無用だ。
Listen, there's one weakness, rent. Suzuha nods firmly. Is it just me or her eyes gleaming?
我ら未来ガジェット研究所は世界を影から操る闇の機関に対抗し、その支配構造を破壊するために活動しているのだ。ふーははは。
へえ。その闇の機関ってセルン？
そうだが。
おお、やっぱそうなの？あいつら抱きすべき連中だよね。
Contemptible lot. She nods to herself for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, I finally got around to reading that one. And contemptible? I thought I was the only one who uses words like that in normal conversation.
なぜ俺たちが今まさにセルンにハッキング中だと知っている。
Yeah, it was awesome.
ハッキング中なの？今？
Me and my big mouth.
いいからこちらの質問に答えろ。なぜ俺たちとセルンの関係を知っている？
Okabe, you moron.
あー、それは。いやー、実は昼間話し声を聞いちゃってさ、ここに立つと窓から聞こえてくるわけ。
The window. Come to think of it, it was open, and Daru and I were talking loudly. But can you really hear us from here? I look up to the second floor. The window's still fully open, but I can't hear a thing. I guess Daru's working quietly. I look down. There's an unfamiliar bicycle parked in front of the Braun Tube workshop. One of those mountain bikes. Its frame is all sparkly, its tires mostly clean. It's probably new. It looks pretty fast, but whose is it?
私、昨日からここで働き出したんだけど。
They're not exactly a subtle bunch, it's true. Suzuha opens the Braun Tube workshop door with a wry smile.
これが予想以上に暇でさ、今日だけで 4,5 回は外に出たね。客来ないかなーって店の前で索敵しちゃったね。
Reconnoiter? Google. Oh wait, I can't use my browser because it'll lag the game. Hold on, I'm googling the word reconnoiter. What the hell is that word? Like, I assume... I'm not even making any assumptions. I don't know. What the hell is that? Reconnoiter? Reconnoiter, verb. Make a military observation of a region. I mean, fair. That's what she do. She's just like militaristically observing the area. That's really funny. Yeah. Reconnoiter. I'm not the only one confused. Reconnoiter? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Hold on. It gives me no pronunciation. Wait, hold on.
Reconnoiter.
Yeah, reconnoiter. I nailed it. Now there's a word you don't hear in casual conversation. I'm pretty sure it means to perform reconnaissance. Wow, so I really did not need to Google that. Alright. I'm pretty sure it means to perform reconnaissance, to scout an area and gather intelligence. Is she some kind of secret agent? That's really funny. I followed Suzuha into the store.
その時に2階から君たちの話し声が聞こえちゃったわけよ。気になってついネットで調べちゃった。セルンの黒い噂についてもバッチリ知ってるよ。
Damn, we were careless. Looks like we need to close that window when we discuss sensitive matters from now on. It's true. But if we do that, the lab will turn into a scorching hell. Damned if I do, damned if I don't.
とにかく絶対に他言無用だぞ。
Or else men in black will raid us.
あ、わかった。これでも口は硬いから任せといて。
Suzuha grins and thumps her chest confidently. All is quiet inside the Brontube workshop. Oops. A gigantic TV isn't on. Mr. Braun's not here either.
店長はどこへ？
たった今、君のテレビの修理が終わって出てったよ。
Alright, give him a hug from me too. I gotta stay on the outside and play it, unfortunately, so. He probably went to see the chipmunk. I fucking love that she's just the chipmunk. He disappears during business hours every now and then. Whenever I ask him where he's going, he always says something like, I'm picking my beloved daughter up from school, or my beloved daughter has a cold, with a huge grin on his face. He dotes on her too much. It probably just annoys her. Anyway, how irresponsible can you be to neglect to work to see your daughter? She is very chipmunk-like, it is true. He used to put a back soon sign on the door whenever he left, but now he has Suzuha to take care of things while he's gone.
つうわけで、治ったテレビはこれね。
It's still so crazy to me that we live in a world where we have Nai, the chipmunk, and then we have future games where she is an adult. It's fucking weird. It's still like I'm years past playing it. But it still breaks my mind. She's grown up. It's fucking crazy. She's 20. I think she's 20 in robotics notes. It's bonkers. All right, I'm okay. I swear. Teenage Night. Suzuha lightly taps on the TV on the counter. I've got mail. Lukako! I baked cookies today. I had everyone in my family eat some and got their seal of approval. Would it be okay if I baked some for your lab friends, for your lab friends, master? Oh, and it would be great if you could teach me some more techniques with the Samidare whenever you have time. P.S. I managed 10 practice swings today. It's true. And that, like, we live in a world where someone can say that Nai Tenoji is my waifu, and that's less weird. Like, it's less weird now because there are games where she's an adult person, but like in my mind, she's like, when I think of Nai, I always think of this Nai. Like, I think of this Nai, and then I'm like, oh yeah, and then Robotics Notes has the adult Nai. But like, and so yeah, it's weird, but like, I don't know how to feel about it. I also love that Luca always mentions how many practice swings he did. He got 10 today. Alright, I baked cookies. Well done. We warmly welcome your refreshments. In fact, you can come cook for us every day if you want. I'll even provide you with a maid uniform. Oh no. God, I hope so. Everyone in my family eat some? Oh, family? Family. You sure get along with your family. How many family members do you have, anyway? Daru keeps insisting that shrine maidens should come in pairs. Oh my god. Time. You mustn't depend on me. Remember, all things come to an end. Every meeting heralds a parting. I can't hide from the organization forever, and the seal on my arm grows weaker by the day. When I'm gone, you'll have to take care of, and I can't read the rest of it. Damn it. I mean, listen. Even if it is like a chaos child thing, chaos child, I would consider chaos child to be a direct sequel to chaos head. Even if it didn't have this like the same cast of characters, I would definitely consider it a direct sequel for sure. Also, what like I would pick this one anyways, but now I have to extra pick it because for some reason it won't let me read the rest of it unless I. Why? It won't let me scroll. Curse you. I need to be a nerd, but listen, there is a need to be a nerd about it. That's who I am, okay? That is literally who I am. You must depend on me. Organization. Can't hide from the organization forever. The seal on my arm grows weaker by the day. When I'm gone, you'll have to take care of yourself. Oh my god. Delusional lunatic. I love him.
お代は1000円でいいってさ。
Damn manager. I bet he gave it to us just so he could charge repair fees. I reluctantly take a bill out of my wallet and hand it to Suzuha. She takes out a receipt. Apparently, it was already written out.
毎度あり。じゃあ、持ってっていいよ。
That's fair.
まさか一人で持っていけと？
え？違うの？持ってきた時も一人だったんでしょ？
Don't you know it takes 10 times more effort to go upstairs than down? Defying gravity is no easy task, woman.
手伝ってもいいけど。そっか。もう力仕事も女がやる時代か。
She mutters, her tone pensive. How sarcastic of her. Gotcha. It's been a while since I've been to that point, but no, usually when my energy melts away, I just lay down and watch YouTube on my phone or something. Just be like, I need to just melt into my bed.
誰も貴様に手伝ってもらおうなどとは思っていない。というより、貴様のような女子に手伝ってもらうことなど、この俺のプライドが許さん。
おお。
That's fair too. Yeah, I mean, just veg out and watch some stuffs. Applause.
今の男らしいじゃん。私惚れちゃうかも。
騙されるものか。貴様、嘘をついているな。
え？なんで嘘って思うの？
それはこの俺の能力の一つ、カラーリングジェントルメンが反応したからだ。
Coloring gentleman. Oh my god. I could love the writing in this game. It's incredible. This power allows me to see through lies. Liars appear to glow red, then they die. It almost sounds like a bootleg version of Ferris's Cheshire Break. It's some I can't say that sounds incredibly original, Mr. Hoen Kiyoma. I think you copied someone else. I'll say it.
それはこの俺の能力の一つ、カラーリングジェントルメンが反応したからだ。
Dude, Okabe's English is fucking 11 out of 10. I love it so much. Suzuha's eyes pop, but then she clears her throat as if to hide her surprise.
それって超能力的なもの？
When I nod, she whispers into my ear.
あのさ、君みたいな能力者って他にもあまたにいるわけ？
Yeah, for me, Steins Gate, like specifically the anime, a lot of people have their preferences. They'll be like, "Oh, the dub is so much better. Oh, the sub is so much better." For me, I literally cannot pick one because they're both amazing in their own right. Because with the sub, you get shit like that with the incredible, just top quality English shit, and then also just the delivery. I love it. I love the original version, but the dub is also amazing. Like what's his name? J. Michael Tatum like kills it. It's like yeah. So I have no favorite when it comes to English or Japanese. Like there's no favorite here. I love them both equally. I just can't. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and I did watch the I think my first viewing of Steins Gate was definitely the dub. So that was my first, but like they're both incredible. They both have their own special something. Yeah.
いるわけがなかろう。この俺がスペシャルなのだ。
I thrust my chest out as far as possible to display my majesty.
そっか。あまたにはいないのか。びっくりした。でもいるって時点ですごいな。やっぱセルンのせいで退化したのかな。
After muttering some nonsense to herself, she finally nods in understanding.
でもさ、戦闘になれば相手の嘘を見抜く力なんて意味なくない？やっぱ 1000m 級の長距離狙撃を命中させられるとか、いかに効率よく相手の関節決められるかとかの方が重要だと思うな。
Jesus Christ. Oh, why do you not hear any agreement? Because it goes without saying? Please, of course. What the hell is she talking about? Is she a survival game otaku? No, wait, don't tell me.
貴様、さては機関のヒットマンだな。ミスゴルゴというコードネームで呼ばれているだろう。誰に雇われた？
いや、誰にも雇われてないし。っていうか、ゴルゴって何？
Affirmation mode. She's trying to gloss things over with an insincere smile. Her confusion is suspicious. That reminds me. I think I remember her saying some awfully disturbing things when we first met yesterday.
ちなみにさ、君の能力って他にもあるの？
あったとしても、俺を殺しに来たヒットマンに教えるものか。
君を殺しなんてしないってば。
己の能力を他人に教えるなど自殺行為にも程がある。力は秘めたるもの。相手に悟られぬよう使ってこそ初めて最大限の効果を得られるのだ。
I'd give it to Mayuri still, but I see what you're saying. She's the sweetest. Suzo's great though.
ケチ。
何とでも言え。
Mayuri has the most sincere everything. There is not a duplicitous bone in Mayuri's body. She's incapable of any negative, like, I mean, that's not true. She's incapable of sadness and guilt, but like, which breaks my heart, but she is a bundle of happiness and joy. Burning tension runs between us. Our eyes meet, invisible sparks scatter. Mail. Shining Finger. Okabe-kun! I want you to reply to me already. I've been waiting, you know. And please tell me the Super Haka's address when you can. If we don't get cracking, someone else might get to the IBN 5100 first. Moika. Oh yeah, she's been blowing up my phone. It never stops. Dear God, Shining Finger, please. And then an email arrives to break the stalemate. I turn my attention away from Suzuha. The ringtone is starting to piss me off. It's most likely from that male demon, Shining Finger. I can tell without even checking. I mean, I did check, but this is getting ridiculous. She's got some stalker qualities, and maybe split personalities. I shouldn't have given her my address. Correct. She definitely should not have. That's true, I'm Anon. I look at Suzuha and see her lying on the counter. She's playing with something in the palm of her hand. It looks like a small metal pin. Anyway, how could she be this lazy on her second day? I love CRTs was a lie too, wasn't it?
なんか渋い顔してるね。死亡通知でも来た？
あ？
例えだってば。
Death notice? She was just wondering if I got a death notice? How can she say that with a straight face? And what the hell is a death notice anyway? Do those even exist?
嫌な知らせでもあったのかって聞きたかったわけ。
No! I don't want to beat Dar out.
似たようなものだ。
This girl is hard to get a handle on. I really shouldn't let my guard down around her.
IBN5100 というレトロ PC にやたら執着している女がいてな。
Suzuha leaps as leaps up as soon as I speak.
IBN5100?
I will not respond to such a moniker. I refuse.
知っているのか？
あ、
Shit, that's something Daru says, isn't it? Fuck.
そうか。IBN5100 の都市伝説は有名だったのか？
No. No! Maybe that retro PC is more popular with female otaku than I thought.
そうそう、都市伝説で知った。君はどの程度まで知ってんの？
Oh yeah, maybe she heard it from Sister Centipede, aka fucking Big Sis Geji, aka fucking Gejine. I'm still salty about that. Still bitter.
IBN5100 を実際に探し回ってみたが、結局秋葉にはなかったというオチは知っている。
Apparently everyone knows that.
そっか。そりゃそうだよね。
What is that? It's so there's a character that gets mentioned. I went on a whole rant about it in I think it was the first, no, it was the second stream. One of the people who helped Daru, who like told Daru about the rumor about the IBN was one of the people he knows online called Sister Centipede, but that name has been translated in three different ways. So in Chaos Head, it was a character, that same character was referenced, but they translated it as Big Sis Geji. And so in here, it's the same character, but they translated it as Sister Centipede. And then in Robotics Notes, there is a literal main character who is that character, named Gejine. It's the same character, but because they've translated the name three different ways, you won't understand the reference even if you have played all the other games. You just have to know. You just have to already know the reference. It makes me furious. All right, I wasn't expecting to go on that rant again, but I did. Anyways. Jesus Christ.
何か知っている口ぶりだな。
いや、知ってるような、知ってないようなって感じかな。
Japanese being Japanese. More like translations being translations, but yeah. They like just I guess they just and apparently there's, you know, the different versions of the games have different, you know, translations. But I just so happen to pick the versions of the games where all three different names are used. So it makes it extra confusing.
私は知らないけど、遠い知り合いが知ってて、それをちらっと聞いたことがあるみたいな。
Another insincere smile. I'm starting to think she's not a very good liar. You can tell she's lying whenever she smiles like that. Sure enough, she doesn't offer any other information. She just keeps that insincere smile plastered on her face.
貴様、何者？
Suzuha falls back down onto the counter with a deep sigh. She looks up at me from that position.
IBN5100 についてのさ、興味深い情報教えてあげようと思ったのにな。そんな目で見られたら教える気なくなっちゃった。
そもそも俺は IBN5100 になど興味はない。
I'm more concerned with CERN right now. Solving one of Akiba's mysteries won't topple the organization's regime after all.
貴様を信用できる要素が一つもない。その面白い情報が真実であるかどうかもわからない。
うわぁ、そこまで言う？確かに私、挙動不審だけどね。
Just a little bit.
じゃあさ、教えないけどヒントだけあげるよ。そんで、分かりそうで分からないもどかしさに身もだえちゃえ。
Okay.
実は IBN5100 には隠された機能があるんだよ。
A hidden function? That reminds me, I'm pretty sure that John Teeter from 2000 said something like that. I searched through my memories.
確か IBN5100 には独自のプログラミング言語がどうたらこうたら。
嘘！なんで知ってんの？なんで
I only vaguely remembered, but it looks like I hit the mark. I grin.
能力名サイズハング。俺は貴様の心の内を読み取ることができるのだ。
I'm sad he didn't say this one in English. Oh my god, your heart of hearts.
何それ？反則！
For some reason, Suzuha covers her face with both of her hands. She opens her fingers just enough to peek at me. That's not enough to escape my power.
すべてはお見通しだ。天音鈴葉。観念するがいい。
とにかく IBN5100 には隠された機能があるの。 AP エリアベーシックが普及する前に書かれた IBN の独自のプログラミング言語も解読できちゃうのってさ、驚愕だと思わない？
Now I remember, John Teeter said the same thing in 2000, and right after that, an IBN engineer officially admitted to the function's existence.
今や IBN5100 でしか解読できない失われたプログラミング言語があったりするんだよ。
The reason Teeter traveled to 1975 to obtain an IBN 5100 was because he needed that function. Maybe Moeka wants to use it too. Or maybe not. Shining Finger doesn't seem like the type who'd know about that sort of function.
だから IBN5100 ってすっごくレアな PC なの。
While talking, Suzuha keeps dropping her glance to the metal pin in her hand. She rolls it around with her fingers. I guess that's a habit of hers. So IBN 5100s are super rare? Maybe if I get one, I could sell it for a high price. That could be a good way to raise research funds. But first, I have to deal with CERN. Life in 2036 is very different from what it is today. Most people live on farms, growing their own food. All forms of commerce and communication are restricted. There's no travel, no internet, no railroad even. Most people never see another town, let alone a city. Science continues to advance, of course, but the vast majority of people do not benefit from that progress. Technology belongs only to those chosen by CERN and the Committee of 300. It's very peaceful, at least on the surface. There's none of the conflict you see in this era. There's no war? How is that possible? How did CERN resolve the situation in the Middle East? What have you got against world peace? Sounds like CERN's doing humanity a favor. This Teeter guy stole a time machine from CERN, didn't he? He's the bad guy here. Die in a fire, terrorist scum! Jesus Christ. The world in 2036 is governed by CERN. All nations, even America, have disbanded their armies. To put it simply, civilization has returned to an 18th century level of technology and exists under a communist system of government. Except now that system works flawlessly. Right now, you should be asking yourselves how that is possible. How does a system of government that collapsed in the 20th century exist without any discontent? The answer to that question is the reason I am here. Yes, I am a terrorist. There are others like me who fight against CERN. We think of ourselves as the resistance, but there is no denying that our actions are a kind of terrorism. Anyways, I want to hear more about the many worlds interpretation. You said it's been proven by 2036. How? I knew you were a terrorist. How many of you murdered? What if my kids are among them? Maybe I really should kill your father. Protect the future. God, stop beating around the bush. Give us answers. You're one of those old men who participated in the student riots, aren't you? Filled your head with a bunch of bullshit, and now you can't tell fact from fiction. Am I right? Delicious nebulous tears, lol. CERN probably figured it out. They've got a time machine to experiment with, right? Good old Hohen Kyoma. That would make you no better than Teeter. You're willing to face the consequences, then go right ahead. Teeter, question. Did World War III take place as scheduled? Why did you come to this particular time? Did you find an IBM 5100? Is Teeter plugging for the commies? I thought that one out of style years ago. That Teeter was crazy, but this Hohen guy is even crazier. Get a room, guys, lol. World War III, Lamau. Isn't there supposed to be an IBM 5100 in Akiba? As I've already explained, my goal in this time is to change the future. I'm posting here to warn you of what's going to happen. Perhaps convergence will render my efforts meaningless, but if even one person pays attention, that's enough. World War III? Is that something I said on a different world line? I would like to talk with you in private. Please email me when you have time. Of course, if anyone else would like to email me, feel free. Serious inquiries only, please. All I've been getting is hate mail. Here's my address once more. 20 hours have passed since Daru started hacking. Night gives way to refreshing summer morning. I glance at Daru while browsing @channel on my phone. He is fidgeting even more. Now his legs are like pistons. His knees move up and down in harmony with the rat-a-tat of the keyboard. Daru hasn't slept in about 40 hours, but he still won't get off his computer. I was going to ask him if he'd like a break, but his entire body is exuding an aura that says, "Don't talk to me." I curl up a bit and return to my phone. My discussions with John Teeter aren't making sense. Not even Teeter himself seems to know about the Teeter from 10 years ago. It's hard to imagine everyone on @channel is conspiring against me. How else can I explain it? Out of options, I decide to email Teeter directly, just as he told me to. He audaciously exposed his own address on @channel. I guess that's his way of saying, bring it on. In my email, I question the differences between his posts now and his posts 10 years ago. The current Teeter hasn't even acknowledged the latter. I only vaguely remember them, but they basically went like this. In 2015, World War III breaks out. Many people die. By 2036, the world is a nuclear wasteland. John Teeter travels to 1975 to obtain an IBM 5100. The IBM 5100 is necessary to revive technology lost in World War III. The IBM 5100 has a hidden function, the ability to read IBM's proprietary computer knowledge, which predates APL and BASIC. But only certain IBM engineers are aware of that function, so it does not appear in the manual. In 1998, Teeter meets his younger self and his parents in America. John Teeter was a soldier who volunteered for this mission. John Teeter is an American. Furthermore, in 2000, Teeter correctly predicted the outcomes of some future events. And then the message is, "This is how you described yourself 10 years ago. Why have you changed your story?" The Peruvian coast earthquake in 2001, the election of a new pope, the outbreak of the Iraq War, China's advances in space, and so forth. Though he only talked vaguely about each one, they all came true. On the other hand, other predictions went unfulfilled. For example, the Y2K bug, the Civil War in America, the cancellation of the Beijing Olympics, the inauguration of America's first female president in 2009, and so forth. There's more, but let's leave those aside for now. I'm going to ask him why these predictions didn't come true. So most of your predictions from back then didn't come true. If you... Oh, I was reading that. Okabe, I was reading that. Why you be so rude? If you're from the future, then why didn't your predictions come true? I'd appreciate a satisfactory explanation. Alright, let's send it now. If you can't answer to my satisfaction, then the current Teeter is an imposter. This is your litmus test, John Teeter. So, what are your true colors?
Ohayo!
Mayuri comes in. Looks like she's forgiven us for experimenting on her food. She's back to her usual smiley self.
こんな朝早くからどうしたのだ？
二人が2日連続徹夜って聞いたからね。差し入れ買ってきたよ。
そうか。それはご苦労。
Though, to be accurate, it wasn't 2 nights in a row. I took an afternoon nap yesterday. Mayuri starts fishing through her convenience store bag. And then she takes out...
じゃーん！おでん缶！
Oh man, now I'm hungry. The canned Odin is still warm when she gives it to me. I open the lid right away and eat the beef. Mayuri and I have been together for a long time, so she knows what I like. And when it comes to canned Odin, beef is where it's at.
マユシーからのプレゼントだよ。1個270円もするんだから大事に食べてね。
最近バナナや唐揚げは食べ飽きていたところだ。今後もこの差し入れで頼む。
さすがにしょっちゅうおごれるほどマユシーのポケットマネーは多くないのです。あとバナナや唐揚げはマユシーが大好きだから今後も続けます。
I consider saying you'll get fat if you eat only frozen foods, but that threat's not very effective against Mayuri, so I hold my tongue. Her high metabolism prevents her from getting fat, no matter how much she eats.
あとね、他にもあるよ。はい、じゃーん。
Next, she produces a small box with a Rainet illustration.
ライネットソーセージ。あのね、おまけでウーパのボトルキャップがついてくるんだ。すごく欲しかったから買っちゃった。
She sticks out her tongue with a shy giggle. Something tells me that in a few months' time, this lab will be neck deep in Upa goods. There aren't only a few things right now, like the cushion on the sofa, but that number is sure to grow exponentially.
で、ダルくんはどう？
苦戦中だ。少しぐらい休んでもらった方がいいんだがな。何もぶっ通しで何とかしろとは一言も言ってないんだから。
ダルくんのスーパーハッカー魂がメラメラバーニングしちゃったんだね。
そこハカーって言わないように。
Heard that though. An empty Diet Cola bottle comes whistling through the air. It hits my head with a nice thunk.
ピリピリしてる。
Mayuri and I evacuate to a corner of the lounge and quietly eat the Odin.
でもハッキングって悪いことなんだよね。マユシーはね、2人にそういうことしてほしくないな。
Oh my god, she's so fucking pure! She's so sweet! Ah! I'm okay.
ダルのスーパーハッカーじゃなくてハッカーとしての腕前使わなければ宝の持ち腐れだ。
Incidentally, it looks like hackers hijacked CERN's system back in 2008. We found news articles about it online. That means even the inventors of the World Wide Web have holes in their security. With his skills, Daru should have no trouble getting through. Mail. This is Amani Souza! Love that heckin' email. First email. Thanks for exchanging addresses with me yesterday. I finally made a friend here! Yay! Don't worry, I won't email you too much, and I might be slow to reply, too. I'm kinda new at this email thing. It's okay to laugh at me. Alright. That wasn't an exchange. You took my address by force. I had no choice but to submit. Where were you living before? That's a fun question. Haven't used cell phones much? This one's the most fun, but I do want to ask a question. Use cell phones much? I like this one. Where were you living before? Add Suzuha to the mail list. Dang it.
それにこれはセルンの悪事を暴くため世界を陰で支配する巨大な闇との戦いなのだよ。
悪いことは悪いことだよ。
That's unusual. Mayuri usually just accepts whatever I say. Well, I admit it, we are doing a bad thing. But there's no way we can stop now. I need to change the subject.
マユリよ、さつま揚げをやるから牛すじをくれないか。
それならうずら卵がいいな。
ふざけるな。俺は牛すじの次にうずら卵が好きなのだ。
He's so fucking serious.
マユシーもうずら卵好きだもん。
ちくわで手を打ってくれ。
わかったよ。さつま揚げよりはちくわだもんね。
That said, I skewer the chikuwa and put it in Mayuri's can. And I get her beef in return. Subject change complete. Mayuri really eats up conversations about food. It's so easy to manipulate her.
もうすぐなんだよ。SQL のテーブル一覧さえ手に入れればパスワード特定余裕なんだよ。僕をなめんな。
Daru sounds fucking broken. Oh god. There we go. Daru has started talking to himself. That's normally my thing. Looks like things are falling into place. Daru really is a super hacker. I think this is the first time I've seen him serious. Daru bends himself forward, staring holes into the screen. But all I see on the screen is the same string of numbers and letters.
おほ、来た来た来た。いいよいいよ。ほら、観念して俺の前に全部晒しやがれっつうの。すっぱだかにされてる気分はどうだよ。ひゃっはー
Oh my god, hold on, I gotta... That's so fun. He's so excited. His eyes are bloodshot, and he started rambling. Maybe the lack of sleep is getting to him. Daru opens up a new window, types in a 24-character string, and slams the enter key. An error sound rings. He quickly deletes the string and enters a new one. He keeps repeating that sequence until finally...
おお、来た来た。 ID とパス一致。ひょっほー。ログイン完了だゴラ。死ねえ、なめんな。イエスイエスイエス。
What enthusiasm.
誰？やったのか？
The smug bastard turns around with an expression of immense satisfaction, as if he's gone into le petit mort. I don't know what that is. Teach me, oh great tips list. A condition of mental and physical release unique to male physiology, characterized by a feeling of supreme calm and composure. Entering this state is almost like becoming an empty shell, also known as hyper sage time or saint time. Interesting. Okay.
ミッションコンプリート。
本当か？
わあ、すごいね。よくわかんないけど。
After 20 hours of agony, it's finally over. To show Daru my appreciation, I toss him an unopened Odin can.
仕事の後のおでん缶って最高すぎだろう。
よくやった。やはりお前は世界最高のスーパーハッカー。
ハッカーな。
ハッカーだ。お前が敵でなくてよかった。それで世界滅亡計画の証拠は見つかったか？
いや、まだ見てねっつーの。つながっただけ。ここまで来ればあとは楽だけどな。
ならば疲れているところ悪いが早速調べてくれ。きっとあるはずなのだ、陰謀の影が。
はいはい、やりますよ。でもその前におでん缶食わせろ。
This man's a boot. After a short meal break, Daru taps on his keyboard once more nimbly than before.
手に入れたパスがセルンの誰のものなのかってのが問題なんだよな。
どういうこと？
セルンのデータベースに入ってデータのテーブル一覧をゲットしたんよ。そっから11111111とか ABCDEFGH みたいな簡単なパスワード使ってる関係者に的を絞って ID 手に入れたわけ。その ID の持ち主がサーバー管理者だったら最高なんだけど、さすがにそこまで運は良くないと思われ。
日本語で OK だよ。
右に同じく。
要するにセルンのサーバー管理者のパスだったならセルンの全身を舐め回すように弛緩しまくりだけど、そうじゃない普通の研究員か何かならおっぱいしか見せてもらえない的な。
Oh my god, that's incredible. This is fucking 20 out of 10 dialogue, right? Aaron's boobs.
ダルク、エッチだね。
エロい例えをするな。つまり見られる情報が限定されてしまうということだろ。
そういうこと。サーバー管理者を特定してパスをゲットするのも時間の問題だけど、それはまた今度にするわ。さすがに眠くてあんま頭が働かん。
It would be cruel to push Daru any further. It's unfortunate, but overworking him isn't an option. Let's let him rest so he can regain his energy.
お、どうやら手に入れた ID は加速器部門担当者のものらしいよ。
サーバー管理者じゃないのか。
一発で当てるなんて奇跡でも起きない限り無理だっつーの。セルに何人の関係者がいると思ってるんだぜ。
何人
？6000人以上。
Jeez Louise. That many?
とりあえずこの加速器部門担当者の名前はジャックさんのメールのログをちょろっと覗かせてもらおうよ。
And of course, the emails come up in English.
うわわ、眉毛は頭が痛くなってきました。
It's pathetic to flinch at the mere sight of English.
誰よ、何と書いてあるのだ。
翻訳しないと。
Oh jeez. Oh, are we? Oh god. We're good. We're good. Please. Okay. We're good.
エキサイト先生にご登場願え。
そんなめん
Hold on. A machine translation site. Thank you. Very helpful.
どいことしてらんねえっつの。
Daru boots up translation software and auto-translates the open page. Poor, unnatural Japanese shows up. The first line says, Happy New Year.
新年の挨拶みたいっすな。バカンスでスペイン行くとか裏山。
That email's normal, nothing out of the ordinary.
こういうログを漁っていけば、そのうちサーバー管理者も特定できるのだぜ。
他人のメールを勝手に見るのってすごくごめんなさいって気持ちになる。
Mayuri gets depressed and moves away from the computer. She sits on the sofa and hugs her giant upa cushion with a sigh. I know we're doing something socially unacceptable. However,
俺はとっくに悪の道に踏み込んだ身。何の良心の呵責も感じないのだ。責任は全てこの俺が取る。ダリア・マユリに罪をかぶせるつもりはない。
うほ、僕オカリンになら掘られてもいい。
what the fuck? Oh my lord.
それはお断りだ。
No.
というわけでダルよ、心置きなく覗き見るのだ。
オカリンって悪いんだ。マユシーは悲しいです。
No. That's of no concern to me. It is to me. You just sit there and pretend your hands are clean. Upon further examination, we discover several emails with the title Experiment Report. In English, naturally. Looks like he sends emails like these almost daily.
LHC の実験レポートか。タイムマシンのヒントが得られるかもしれん。開いてみるべきだろう。
これ見たら確実にヤバそうだけどな。
That's what his lips say, but his hand still clicks on the email. What comes up is an unintelligible series of symbols.
これ暗号化されてる。
さすがに簡単にはいかないか。
この程度の暗号を解くのはへでもないがな。
Nice, super hacker. He's a genius, no doubt. Daru undoes the security in less than 10 minutes. The real-time sync is deciphering the crappy machine translation.
意訳すると、はいポール。
そういう演技は無用だ。
サイですか。今日付の実験データをサーバーにアップしておいた。LHC の調子は良好だ。あくまで LHC はだが。こいつはまるで猫みたいに気まぐれだが、ここ1ヶ月ほどは驚くほど素直だ。ずっとこの調子だといいんだがな。しかし報われない仕事だと思わないか。この子猫、大猫と言うべきか。はははははが稼働して9年になるが、この人類史を塗り替える研究は一部の人間の目にしか入らないわけで、もっとも公表されたらされたでいい晒し者になるのがオチだろうがな。世の中の連中はきっとこう言うだろうさ。今すぐロバート・ゼメキフをセルンに呼んでください。そうすれば1年と経たないうちに作ってもらえるだろうってな。
9年
Haru finishes reading. I rub my temples with my thumbs. Calm down. Let's sort things out.
今のメール、翻訳ミスということはないのか。
Did Daru notice something unnatural too? He's not joking like he usually does.
翻訳ソフトを信じるならミスはないんじゃね。ところどころへんてこな日本語になってるのは確かだけど。
だとしたら妙なことになる。 LHC が稼働を開始したのは去年の春ぐらいだったはずだ。だがこのメールでは9年前から稼働していたと読み取れる。
おかしいな。
Mill's send date is this year, 2010, so 9 years ago makes it 2001. John Teeter posted this on @channel yesterday. The only other thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They have already succeeded at creating micro black holes. I gulp. If you read between the lines of this email, it sounds like they're doing some sort of secret experiment. Also, Robert Zemeckis is a super famous Hollywood movie director. He directed a trilogy of smash hit time travel movies about 20 years ago. I groan. No way. Was I right? CERN's hiding a major secret from the world, and it's related to time travel.
ダル、もっと調べてくれ。タイムマシン研究の痕跡を探すんだ。
マジでか。
I don't know if Daru was questioning my order or the possibility that CERN might be researching time travel. Either way, he begins tapping on the keyboard again.
どのメールにもタイムマシンって単語は出てこないけど、Z プログラムって単語がこの数ヶ月で100箇所以上も使われてる。これ今 LHC を使ってやってる実験のことじゃね？
その具体的な内容はブラックホールの生成実験か？
どっかに資料は。見つけた。
Daru opens a PDF attachment.
ほほう、なんかこれフランスとイギリスとオランダのトップシークレット扱いっぽい。
国家最高機密。
セルンは国家機関じゃないはずなのになんでだろう。つうか国家機密ってさすがにまずいんじゃね？
構わん。詳細を調べろ。
いやいや、バレたらただじゃ済まんし。
お前はハッキングで足がつくような無能なのか？
そうならないようにはしてる。
だったら何も問題はない。
そりゃどうも。
Daru makes a slightly awkward face as he takes the file about the Z program and feeds it into the translation software.
5月14日、第137次 Z プログラム実験レポート。なお、ミニブラックホール生成ミッションはすでに確立しているため報告は省く。第一に
ストップストップ。
All of a sudden, Teeter's prediction became a reality.
やはりセルンは LHC を使ったミニブラックホール生成に成功していたのだ。
公式には実験はまだ成功してないって発表されてるのにな。
This was what Teeter was referring to when he posted, "Don't believe what they say."
そもそも実験の目的は新しい素粒子反応を起こすことであってミニブラックホール生成じゃないし。
Daru doesn't take his wide eyes off the monitor.
だが実際にはすでにミニブラックホールは生成されている。
みたいだな。
その先には何と書いてある？
実験結果エラーヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ詳細は別紙ゼリーマンズレポートナンバー14を参照。リフターの調整および各局所は適合地点をオンラインとして確定できない限り実験は停止するべきと提案する。
どういう意味だ？
ヒューマンイズデッドって人が死んだって意味じゃね？
But he died? Seriously? I groan. This isn't a joke anymore. Something very serious is going on here. Maybe we are in too deep. And what if we are? I'm not afraid. I'm not. After all, I am the insane mad scientist, Hoin Kyoma. I can't stop now. I can't control my curiosity. Besides, now that I have to have proof of their evil deeds, ignoring it would just leave a bad taste in my mouth. My throat's gone dry. I swallow my saliva. In an attempt to keep whatever composure I can, I scold myself for being so faint of heart.
ゼリーマンズレポートというのは何だ？
Daru starts typing once I ask my question, but he soon clicks his tongue.
ジャックさんのメールには見当たらないな。誰かもっと偉い人かサーバー管理者のパスを手に入れないと。
ではそれは後回しだ。タイムマシンについて探してくれ。
さすがに出てこないんじゃね？
After that, Daru spends about 15 minutes fishing through the Accelerator Division Chief's email, but he doesn't find anything about time machines.
加速器技術委員会とか LHC 計画責任者とかって単語が出てきたから、その辺の ID を見当をつけて探すかな。そっちからならもっと突っ込んだ情報が手に入るかもしれんわな。
ジャックさんの ID では調べられないのか？
Daru shakes his head.
では今日のところはこれまでか。
ちなみにさ、今見てたのがセルンの一番でかいサーバーなんだけど、実はもう一個妙なデータベースがあったんだよね。
妙というと？
バグってた。
バグ？
いや、バグっつうか、一応プログラムのコードらしきものは出てくるんだけど、もう意味不すぎてむちゃくちゃっつうか、全くもって解読不能です、本当にありがとうございましたっつうか。
暗号化されている可能性は？
あれは暗号には見えないのだぜ。そもそもプログラムとして成立してないんだよね。ただそんな誰にも見られないようなデータベースがなんで置いてあんのかは気になる。
気になるな。
ちょっと解析してみるを。
Daru tries every trick in the books to crack that mystery database. But after about an hour, the pistons he has for fingers began speeding up. Eventually, he just slams the keyboard out of frustration.
わからん。全然わからん。こんなん絶対プログラムじゃねえよ、ボケ。死ねカスがウェッケー
Tilted Daru is so funny. Oh, great, he snapped.
もうやめた方がいいよ。
Mayuri puts down her sewing tools and turns to Daru with a worried look on her face.
頭もよく回らんし、もう無理。ふへふへ。
This is bad. Daru's breaking down. Maybe I'm pushing him too far. He's been up 2 days straight. He's probably at his limit.
ご苦労だった。もう休め、誰？
そうするわ。つうかさ、もしこれがバグじゃなくてガチでプログラムだとしても、作ったやつにしかわからんよ。こんなん見たことないし。
Program unlike anything he's seen. At that moment, music bursts from my pocket. Mail! John Teeter! Are you being honest? If everything you wrote is true, then we have a lot to talk about, particularly concerning the IBM 5100's hidden functionality, which I have not mentioned to anybody yet. I am indeed surprised that you know about it. However, I have not gone to the year 2000, though it is possible I may go there later. There are 3 possible explanations. First, the John Teeter who appeared in 2000 is my future self. In other words, I go to 2000 later and write about the things you've told me. But that would cause a chicken and egg paradox, wouldn't it? Second, you're delusional and making things up. For the sake of serious discussion, let's set this possibility aside. Third, you may have seen something I wrote on a different world line. That would mean that 10 years ago, you existed on a different world line than the one we're on now. However, that raises another issue. When the world line changes, the entire timeline is reconstructed from past to future to prevent a paradox from occurring. That was proven in 2036. In other words, it should be impossible for you to retain memories of a previous world line, unless you too are a time traveler, that is. Do you have any idea what the cause could be? I gulp. A flash runs through my head like an electric shock. There's quite a bit of text, but what catches my eye are the first several lines.
そうか。今、点が線でつながろうとしているぞ。
何の話？
Mayuri looks at me curiously, but I don't have time to answer her. I'm frantically assembling the pieces in my mind.
ジョン・タイター、セル、タイムマシン。
These things are all connected. And now I have another piece of the puzzle. I shiver at my own brilliance.
ダルよ。もしかするとそのプログラムの正体、判明するかもしれんぞ。
え、マジで？どうやって？
I aim my phone's camera at the screen displaying the supposedly bugged data and take a picture. I attach it to a message. Does this code look familiar? And send it to Teeter. A mysterious database inside CERN, a program unlike anything Super Hackadaru has ever seen. Its true form is...
俺のひらめきが正しければ、ジョン・タイターが知っている。
はあ？それはないわ。
なんとでも言うがいい。答えはすぐに出る。
We wait for Teeter's reply. Though it's only been a few minutes, it feels like an eternity to me.
来た。
Where did you find that? That's written in a proprietary IBM programming language used prior to 1975. You can only decipher it with an IBM 5100. Quickly open the mail. I already opened the mail. And its contents are enough to raise goosebumps on my entire body.
やはりな。
やはりって？
ダルよ。俺の予想は正しかった。判明したぞ。そのプログラムの正体が。
IBN5100。
Retro PC has a certain special function. In fact, for more than 25 years after it went to market in 1975, nobody knew of it to save a few IBM engineers. That function was first brought to light by the John Teeter who appeared in 2000. A while after the Teeter posted about it, an actual IBM engineer admitted to the hidden function's existence. Which reminds me, I talked to Suzuha about this only yesterday.
APL やベーシックが普及する前に書かれた IBM の独自のプログラミング言語も解読できちゃうのってさ、驚愕だと思わない？今や IBN5100 でしか解読できない失われたプログラミング言語があったりするんだよ。
An incredible coincidence. A prime example of synchronicity at work. Meaningful coincidence. Simultaneity. The feeling that two causally unrelated events have a meaningful deterministic relationship. For example, a vase fell and shattered, and at the same time, my grandmother died in the hospital. Nearly everyone has felt synchronicity at some point in their lives, a concept advocated by the Swiss psychologist Carl Jung. Neat. It's almost like an almighty will is pulling the strings.
いいな。断じていいなだ。我らにとってこの発見はまさに必然。これこそがシュタインズゲートの選択だということだ。
つまりセルンは IBN5100 を使ってこのデータベースを構築したって？互換性のないマシンを使って？なんでそんなわけわからんことを？
ならば聞くが、 外部からのクラッキングに対する最高のセキュリティ方法は何だ？
そりゃスタンドアローンだろ。
Aru quickly catches on to the intent of my question.
IBN5100 でしか解読できないなら、それは疑似的なスタンドアローンってわけか。
故にそこに眠るのはセルンにとって最重要の機密だということだ。
つか、オーカリンはなんでその隠された機能のこと知ってるん？ソースは？
俺の頭の中に眠る膨大なインデックスに記述されているとでも言っておこう。
Oh my god. The Index Librorum Prohibitorium. Torum. God damn it, okay. He's such a weirdo. Peter said it himself 10 years ago, but Daru wouldn't believe me even if I told him the truth.
パクリ設定オツ。
I ignored Daru's retort.
マユリ、大事な話があるから集まれ。
ここからでも聞こえるよ。
Mayuri's sewing. She doesn't get off the sofa.
聞こえるとか聞こえないとかの問題ではないのだ。これは我ら未来ガジェット研究所にとって、いや人類の未来にとって運命を左右する会議なのだよ。だからもっとこう秘密めいた感じというか企んでいる感じを出したい。
It's important that we stare closely at the monitor and exchange dramatic lines. The atmosphere right now is too light. It's all Mayuri's fault.
マユシーは悪巧みには参加しません。
Get on you, Mayuri! Principles. Well, I can't have everything my way.
二人とも聞け。これより未来ガジェット研究所は緊急極秘作戦を発動させる。
Look at it, it's like merged. That looks so weird. It's like this side of the room fades into this side. It's weird. This image is tripping me out right now. I'm gonna be honest.
これは世界を影から操る巨大な闇との戦いの第一歩となるだろう。敵はセルン、世界的な研究機関でありながら邪悪な研究に見られた連中である。
オカリン、声でけえ。徹夜明けにはきついっす。
I guess I am being too loud. It kind of ruins the whole secret feeling. And the window's open too. If Suzuha's down below, I'm sure she can hear everything. So I turned it down a notch.
いいか、世界にマッドサイエンティストは2人いらん。奴らに先んじられる前に我らが出し抜いてやるのだ。
奴らって？
奴らは奴らだ。
あのね、マユシーは全然わかんないよ。
つまりこの秋葉のどこかにあるという幻のレトロ PC IBN5100 を手に入れる。
They make a magnificent declaration, but Daru just rubs his eyes, and Mayuri returns to her needlework. Damn it. Is there anything you guys react to? We've uncovered a massive conspiracy here. How come you aren't excited?
僕探すのはパス。マジで寝させてよ。それとセルンの中をもっと探りたい件について。
Dude, give this guy a nap, please.
そうだったな。
Give this poor man a nap.
まあそれができるのはダルだけなのだからそっちは任せる。では IBN5100 の捜索は俺とマユリで。
無理だよ。
Mayuri makes an apologetic face.
コス作りもあるし、バイトもあるもん。
So basically, you two are telling me this. I'm the only one with free time. Damn. I mean, you know.
いいだろう。この件は俺が何とかする。そうと決まった以上俺のやり方に口出しは無用だ。分かったな。
また何か悪いことしようとしてる？
いや、口だけじゃね。
I leave my useless comrades behind and stride gallantly out of the lab. I step out onto the street. Immediately, a bicycle skids to a stop in front of me.
はーい、岡部倫太郎。
Suzuha gets off her bicycle and gives me a strange greeting. I want to ask her, are you an American or something? But I'm distracted by her shiny bicycle. Ooh, shiny. It's the same bicycle that was in front of the Braun Tube workshop yesterday. I guess it belongs to her. I wonder how much that set her back. I mean, it does look pretty expensive.
なかなかのテクだな。
自転車ってほんと楽しいよね。私、自転車乗るのってこの町に来てからが初めてでさ。
初めて自転車に？
そう、バイクはよく乗ってたんだけどね。
Isn't that backwards? Weird girl. And what's with that flashy braking back there? I think it'd be pretty dangerous if she did that all throughout the town. Beginners get cocky and get into accidents. You see that pattern all the time. If you're going to go full speed, at least wear a helmet.
今からバイトか？
うん、さあ。
The Braun Tube workshop shutters are open, but the shop itself is never opens until about 11 or 12. I don't know exactly when. It seems to change with Mr. Braun's mood.
ちょうどよかった。お前に話がある。
これから開店準備しなきゃいけないんだよね。
このオンボロブラウン管屋に何を準備することがある？
ないね、全く。店の前をチョロチョロっと掃き掃除するぐらい。中は掃除しようとすると店長が怒るし、これが完璧な配置なんだよって。
So he's paying her not to clean? Something's wrong with that guy.
ならば話をさせてもらおう。
でもな、眠いしな。
In other words, she doesn't feel like talking. I glare at her.
あまり俺を怒らせない方がいい。
今すぐじゃないとダメな感じ？
My glare is not very effective. She doesn't falter at all. But I still maintain my stern expression and nod.
じゃあどうぞ。
Suzuha shrugs her shoulders as she locks her bicycle, and she turns to me.
ただし、手短に頼むよ。
IBN5100 はどこにある？
不明。
不明？何？
不明。
Oh.
昨日のお前の口ぶりは知っているように見えた。
知ってるのは私の知り合いだってば。
ならばその知り合いのところへ案内してもらおう。嫌だとは言わせん。拒否すればお前はこの世の地獄を見ることになる。
Okay. Oh,
無理。
come on. I even said I'd show you a living hell.
会いたくても会えないからさ。
どういう意味だ？まさか想像上の存在か？
死んだから。何年も前に。
すまなかった。
いいのいいの。
Restarting
まあ
music.
そんなわけで、私の持ってる情報そんなに大したことないわけ。むしろ私の方が教えてもらいたいぐらいだよ。
Suzuha pats me on the shoulders. Funny, you'd think I'm the one who's supposed to cheer her up. Just then, Mr. Braun opens the door and makes his appearance.
おいバイト、まだ3日目なのに遅刻してんじゃねえ。
ああ店長、ごめん、ちょっと朝から立て込んでてさ。
真面目にやらねえならいつでもクビにするからな。岡部もうちのバイトに手つけようとしてんじゃねえぞ。
欲情しているのはあなたではないのか、ミスター・ブラウン。
Mr. Bro.
おめえ、もしナイがいる前でそういうこと言ってみろ。マジで殺すからな。父親としての沽券に関わる。そもそもそんなしょんべんくせえガキに欲情なんかするかよ。
何を？店長、今の取り消して。
Suzuha's actually mad now.
なんだよ、怒ったのか。
Ferris! But the fallen angel Fez? Sorry, any excuse to talk about Fez, alright? Prophesied his resurrection in her song Esoteric Choker, Nyan. This song is the cat's meow. I found a copy of the album she put out back in her indie days. I had to pay through the whiskers for it. Oh my god, Ferris, please. And faithfully decoded each song of prophecy regarding Judgment Day. Nya. Oh yeah, dude, this song actually slaps though. Can we, like... Is it the whole fucking song? Hold on, I'm just gonna... I actually have this song, like, on my phone. It's fucking sick. God damn, it really is! Holy shit. Alright. Well, I have a new text tone. I'm sorry. That's just how that is. Gimme. This one's pretty good, but is it fest levels? The answer is no.
私はガキじゃない。一人前の戦士だよ。
あ？お前何言ってんだ？
Suzuha's burning passion has the manager shocked. I, on the other hand, am impressed. On impulse, I take Suzuha's hand and grasp it firmly. Firmly grasp
いい
it.
目をしているな、バイト戦士。現代人にはない野獣さながらのギラギラした輝きがある。その目を忘れるな。そうすればお前は必ずやバイト戦士から真の戦士へとクラスチェンジできるだろう。
っていうか、私はもう戦士なんだってば。
セルン殿、ラグナロックの暁には共に戦おうではないか。それまで精進するがいい。
ラグナロック？
Suzuha looks confused.
何それ？
Can't imagine why.
セルン殿、最終決戦だ。
そんなの起きる予定があんの？あるならぜひ参加するけど、聞いたことないな。
当たり前だ。今初めて明かしたのだからな。ラグナロックは俺が起こす。世界を作り変えるためにだ。
おお、岡部倫太郎ってば勇ましいじゃん。どうせ失敗するだろうけど、その心意気は好きだよ。私の仲間も君ぐらい気概があればよかったんだけどな。
Apparently, Suzuha has comrades. I'd like her to introduce me. That way, I can form my personal army, the Phoenix Crusaders. Wait a sec. Why does she assume I'll fail at Ragnarok? Looks like I need to instill the fear of Hoin Kyoma into this girl.
なんでうちの店の周りには変なやつばっか集まってくんだよ、ったく。アルバイト、いいからさっさと店に入れ。
Well, shit. I hired a crazy person.
じゃあね、岡部倫太郎。
Suzuha waves and winks at me as she heads inside the store.
おかり、待って待って。
Then Mayuri comes down the stairs, passing Suzuha.
やはり一緒に探す気になったか。いいラボメン精神だ。
ううん、違うよ。お昼ご飯を買ってこようかと思って。
だ
She really is a glutton. It's not even lunchtime yet.
で、どこで買うつもりだ。
どうしようかな。
Mayuri places her finger on her bottom lip in thought as she walks.
サンボの牛丼もいいな。
The tiny high school girl truly has guts to enter Sanbo alone. That place isn't like the chain restaurants with their colorful menus and brightly lit interiors. First-timers are often cowed by the old-school atmosphere. Cowed? I don't know how to pronounce that word. Plus, the clientele is almost exclusively male, but Mayuri doesn't care. She just sits there, shoulder to shoulder with students and salarymen, smiling as she eats her beef bowl. Meanwhile, the Sunbists, regular Sanbo customers, are posting comments online like, "The goddess has arrived," or "Goddess for the win."
だがサンボはこの時間だとまだ開店していないぞ。
Mayuri strikes me more as an angel than a goddess, but you know, I can see arguments. I try to warn her, but Mayuri is no longer there. She's gone. Mayuri disappears like this every so often. And each time she does, I wonder for one terrible second if she really has vanished from the world. I look around and see Mayuri standing at a distance. She's gazing up at the sky through the buildings. Here we go again. She's stopped in the middle of the street, so other pedestrians look at her, wondering what she's doing. But she doesn't notice their stares. She slowly reaches out to the sky as if entranced. And then she freezes in that position. This is one of Mayuri's habits. I call it Stardust Handshake. Mayuri says that she's liked looking at the night sky ever since she was little. Her reason is romantic, or perhaps childish.
星に届かないかなって思って。
I asked her about it one day. She just smiled and gave that answer. At first, she only reached out to the night sky, but lately she's been doing it without regard to the time of day. Like now, even when she's walking and talking with someone, something inside her just seems to switch on. Honestly, it's a little crazy. You do not get to say that word.
星なんて見えないだろ。
Hoin Kyoma. I walk up to Mayuri and call out to her. She slowly lowers her hand with a blank smile on her face.
あのね、お昼でもお星様はそこにあるんだよ。
哲学的なことを言うのは結構だが、道のど真ん中で立ち止まるのは危ないだろうが。
そうだね。そうそう。今空を見てて思ったんだけどね。マユシーは今日のお昼はラーメンにします。
How are ramen and stars even related? Mayuri's mind works in mysterious ways. I know I said I'd search for the IBN 5100, but I have no idea where to start. I think I'm gonna call it here. This seems like a nice neutral scene shift. So I think I'm gonna call it a day here. I'm really hungry right now. Honestly, I just want to go get something to eat. So I'll call it there and have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, whatever the heck time it may be.